Alright, this is Tyson here for Team Spy Network, recording an Avison 4-round sealed event. So, as is common with sealed, just start by starting by rarity. And we see nothing jumps way out at us right now for our rares. Mist Griffin and Lone Revenant are just fine, they're not overly powerful. Demon Lord of Ashmouth is great if you can get them going. Angel Jubilation is fine, but expensive and difficult to play with. Burn at the Stake is fine if you get enough creatures to stay alive. So no rares are particularly exciting, but they're all mediocre or decent in their own right. So then we sort the palace back down by color, and we'll start pulling down potential playables. Considering we have Lone Revenant and Mist Hollow Griffin, we wouldn't mind playing. We want to try and be in blue. Let's get these down. Banishing Stroke, Seraph Dawn is fine. Midvast Protector, Holy Justiciar. I played Double Emancipation Angel is really nice. There's a Moonlight Geist, Thraben Valiant, Merlin Inquisitor, two Thraben Valiants, and a Cloud Shift. So we got pretty deep white if we wanted to play. We got a bunch of big angels, which big angels tend to be decent sealed. So for pull down some blue, we got a Banishment, Mistraven Stern Mentor, Scrapskin Drake, Ghostly Flicker potentially, Galvanic Alchemist, Crippling Chill, and a Wing Crafter. So despite having two decent blue rares, our blue isn't very deep. Black's just got Deathwind, Demon Lord, Soul Cage Fiend, Blood. Yeah, we're definitely not playing black. We might splash the Deathwind if it comes to it, or if we need to. Pull down the red, Gang Devil's Burning Stake. Vigilante Justice is potentially playable, but probably not. Triple Demolish kind of sucks. It's not a very impactful card. It's like find a sideboard, but there's not much you need to kill with it. A couple of Fervent Cathars and Lightning Mauler are fine. The Double Pillar Flames are nice. So there's some pretty... What's Rush of Blood doing? Rush of Blood can go away. Alright, so we have like 6 or 7 really good red cards, but nothing that makes us want to just play red. And for green, we have Vor's Claw, Use Spirit, Wildwood Geist. Red Thorns and Natural End are nice sideboard cards, but there's a lot of them. Gloom Widow, Borderland Ranger, Nightshade Peddlers, Timberland Guide, Joint Assault, and Abundant Growth. And then for artifacts, the Scrapper, Angel's Tomb. Like, I guess Bladed Bracers and Scroll of Absent are playable, but I probably wouldn't play either of them. I wouldn't play either of them unless I'm short on playables for something. So, when it looks at this, we're playing white for sure. We have many good white cards that have the potential to just take over. Our big angels can just get there if we get enough mana for them, which makes me inclined to want to play green. There's a Borderland Ranger in green, along with a couple more big guys, and big guys tend to be really good in sealed. Vor's Claw ends up being really decent. We do have some really good blue cards. So I'm gonna take away the green and blue so far and see what our white-blue deck will look like first. Because we have the rares, a 3/3 flyer for 4 is not bad, and then the 4/4 hexproof is not bad either. So we do have 1-drop, 2-drops. Look, we'd have a nice curve. Pretty heavy on 4, to be honest, considering all of those are creatures. So we would probably be playing 18 land in this deck, especially so we can get to like the Archangel and stuff. Although it's only 4 high drops, so maybe we could get away with 17 too. The thing to consider is that we only really have one removal spell and then a couple tempo cards, Banishment, Crippling Chill. From this, we'd probably cut Ghostly Flicker. We would have to hope our flyers get us there. But it's not a bad hope. Angel of Jubilation would be really great. So this is one list. Like I said, I would cut the Ghostly Flicker and probably the Galvanic Alchemist combos with Stern Mentor. I'd probably cut the Midvast Protector or the Holy Justiciar, as well as the Ghostly Flicker. Probably the Midvast Protector over the Holy Justiciar. And so I'll pull this blue out. pull our red in. So looks like this is probably close to the 23 we play. The deck is fairly aggressive with the Lightning Maulers and the Fervent Cathars and the Mad Prophet and Burn at the Stake. Given the amount of removal we have with the red option, I kind of like this better than blue, although blue has the ability to just go bigger. This looks like it's going to be one of those times where we can just completely swap colors in our sideboard based on what we're playing against. And I'm inclined to start with the red-white option just because it's a little bit more aggressive. A little bit more aggressive, a little bit lower curve compared to the blue, because blue which loads up on 3s and 4s. And dropping a couple of Emancipation Angels and following up with Fervent Cathars can be a really big game against people that aren't equipped to defend early. To get to 23 from this list, I would probably cut the Vigilante. The other thing that makes this really awkward is triple red and triple white, which would just be a huge hit to the mana considering all the other red cards are 1 and there's a lot of double white cards. It makes me a little more inclined to play blue since there's only a couple triple blue or double blue cards and we don't have to worry about getting to triple blue. The other option is green, and if we did play green I would probably splash Deathwind to give us a little more removal. The green loads up on 2 drops by adding in a couple more, adds in a couple nice 3 drops, gives us a couple huge 5 drops to work with, and Vorse Claw. So this is where at least I have trouble evaluating which, because all 3 are very viable options, and white's by far our most dominant color, and the other 3 are just adding different things. Red adds aggression and removal, green adds a bunch of huge things, and then Nightshade Peddlers can sort of count as removal. Makes blocks better for you. And then blue adds in a couple more big things, and then just some tempo cards. So I'm inclined to, at least during the first round, side end all 3 and see how all 3 work. We need to remove 2 cards from here to get back down to 23. One of those is going to be Mid-Vast Protector. And the other reason I'm inclined to go with this one, with this setup, is there's Abundant Growth and Borderland Ranger to help fix for the triple white. We only have the one double green card in Vorse Claw, and it lets me easily splash Deathwind, which we're probably going to splash here. It also lets us helps us get to Archangel much faster. So considering this is the Vorse Claw being added, I think cutting a Voice of the Provinces is correct. It's just a 3/3 flyer, and then we could follow it up with Archangel, and Archangel's just bigger and better, and Seraph of Dawn is just better. The other card we would cut, as important as 2 draws are, I'm almost inclined to cut a 2-drop, but I think that's just wrong. Given the mana-intensive thing we're going to end up with here with 19 creatures, I think I'm just going to cut the Holy Justice here. It is a tapper, but chances are we're not going to be playing it. And chances are we're going to go 2-drop, 3-drop, and then on turn 4 we're going to play another 2 or 3 drops since we have a bunch of them. Also, having Timberland Guide and Borderland Ranger with Emancipation Angel are both really good. Helps us get that fixing we need. And so I'm going to go ahead and add land into here. I think this is the build I'm going to start with. Against the slower green-white decks, I can add the red in and be aggressive. Against bigger decks, I could throw the blue in and be aggressive. If I think I need to deal with flyers more, but I think this will be alright to start with for each match. So just 10-1-6. We don't only want 6 forests. We probably want 9-7. Hopefully we get to 1 forest every time, but triple white means we really want 9 plains and kind of have to stretch that. So I think I'll stick with this. I'll submit, and I'll be back for round 1.